Anyways, I'm gonna continue on and just do this a two-part video. Because I accidentally pressed the button, and you know how phones are. They're so sensitive. But yeah, that bullshit of going through the childbirth through the hospital, hell, absolute hell. My daughter was given a shot, even though we insisted we didn't want her to have one. She was given one shot, supposed. I don't know what they did behind closed doors. These evil, disgusting Satanist people, and she's a great, wonderful, strong girl. But man, I think they did some stuff. They did stuff to me. They did stuff to a lot of people. They're evil. This is Satan's world. What do you think? And so for this one, we're doing it all natural because I don't want to touch at the hospital ever again. I could be basically bleeding out, and I'd be like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll just figure it out. I'll get the poultice. I'll do some plantain. I'll put it on my wound. I'll just deal with the plantain. I'll deal with what's the other one? The yarrow. Use the yarrow. Use the yarrow and the plantain. I'm not messing with these stupid hospitals. Fuck these hospitals, man. This world is so toxic, and it's just you're surrounded by Satanists, and a lot of people are lying. I know I talk to people on YouTube that are actually liars, and you look at them deeper, and they're like recommending free Martin nonsense. People that are Pauline Christians, and yeah, you can't see through. Maybe they're blinded. Don't blame them, like Jesus says. Like, don't forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's a good thing to say a lot of the time, and it's frustrating because you're just like, it's such a goat. It's throwing horns. It's such a goat. It's such an evil, satanic being. I shouldn't have to call it, because goats don't give me that vibe a lot of the time. Goats are just hanging out, eating, being themselves. Some of them give me weird vibes. Some of them don't. It's like any species, I think. Like, some of them are a little bit ornery and strange, but it could be their upbringing. Some of them have bad thoughts and have done bad things. And, I guarantee there's bears out there that have attacked people, and bears that are humble and have are and what's the word I'm looking for? They're docile, and they don't harm people, and they eat simply. It's just, but then yeah, people want to get into all the people are so special. I can't stand people that think people are special over everything else. It's the most evil thought you can have. I'm better than my dog. I'm better than my cat. I'm better. They're all just they're pets. The whole idea of a pet, the idea that pet word, it's a satanic thing. You're treating it like it's less than. It's their drivel. Why do you think Petco, PetSmart? Because who runs it? They want you to think that way. Pokemon, the satanic battling animals. It's just, yeah. I got a lot of good stuff to share. I just had to get this Exodus crap off my chest. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. I had to finish the video, and God bless you, and I hope you can see how absolutely ridiculous this is. It's written into you. The truth's written into you. There's no way violence is the answer. Jesus is nothing violent, and then you tell me this is the way. Like, Jesus would be like, yeah, it's fine. That makes sense. That lamb's blood on the what Jesus calls his children as lambs. You kidding me? And maybe someone would say, well, it's different context. No, it's not. We're all connected. Once you see that, it's just obvious. I don't know, veganism, do it. Man, maybe I'm slightly, because I technically am not a vegan because I eat honey. I eat honey. And maybe I need to stop doing that. I didn't for a long time, and I started over the last, I don't know, few years. And I had to analyze that more closely. But maybe I should stop doing that too. It's just strange. It's the one that I have the least trouble. It's the one that I have the least trouble with of the big three: the egg, the milk, the dairy, all the cheese, all that together, and the honey. But it gives me pause. Obviously, you don't want to smoke bees. You don't want to harm them. But it's like, if you keep bees, you provide them a home. All right, but are we supposed to be doing that at all? I have a lot of questions on the honey thing. I'm not completely 100% on the honey thing. Maybe someone can help me on that. I don't have much honey, but I do have it sometimes. And it's certainly a sweetener that I use with oatmeal and things that I don't need to be eating. Fruit and veg is really all you need. That's it. You don't need that stuff. Oats, I think, are supposed to be medicative. I don't think they're supposed to eat them all the time. They're supposed to like seal up stomach wounds and stuff, I think. Medicinal oats. But I think that in a lot of ways, going the agrarian bread, pasta, pasta, pasta route. I bought pasta today. It's hard. It's complicated, but if I lived in the tropics, I'd just be eating fruit. I just feel like basically in the winter, in the fall, soup, oats. There's tons of stews. There's so much you can eat. So much out there. There's so many fruits. There's so many vegetables. There's so much to eat. And people still eat animals and think that's somehow the right thing to do. And it creates arteriosclerosis and it gives them all these problems and yada, 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 yada. Exodus is crap. This part is crap. Don't just believe it because it's written. It is written. Oh, yeah, they write a lot of stuff. They write a lot of crap, You need to trust your inner light more than anything in the world. And the inner light speaks loudly that this part of Exodus is utter bollocks. All right. God bless you all.